This is hourly.com and this is YouTube Famous. So I'm not going to get too much into this. This part's always the most boring. It's obvious that YouTube has a large reach and has a large crowd of over 1 billion users, has a lot of promotion potential, and it's owned by Google, the #1 website in the world. So let's get into the nitty gritty. First, you got to create your channel / user account. So you register with your Gmail account, and that's what your user account is going to be. You meet the minimum requirements, and you can get a custom channel name as well. And just Google custom YouTube URL, and Google will have a help page that explains how to do that. Right now, the minimum requirement is 100 subscribers. You've been around for at least 30 days, or you can just link it to your website and do it officially. So you can upload custom channel art to your channel, 2048 pixels by 1152 pixels. You're going to adjust your account settings, your channel settings, set your featured video and your trailer to 10 people to subscribe to your channel and follow you on a regular basis. So let's show you how all those things are done. So you create your channel, you go to your home, and you're going to, when you hover your mouse over this pencil right here, it'll say like edit links and edit channel art. So you're going to click on each one of those one by one. When you hover here, there'll be a pencil here. You can change your icon there as well. Editing your links will fix all of this. Editing the channel art will fix your banner. So let's start with clicking on edit your links. So it brings you to this page. You can add your email address here. Update your description to say what your channel's about. Let them know what country you're in. Set this to the maximum, which is 5, and then just to start typing in your website, your Facebook account, your Instagram account, your Twitter account, and then it'll show up here as icons so people can follow you on other social media as well. You can upload photos that are that minimum size we mentioned before, and it'll show up here, and it'll show you what it looks like on different devices. You adjust the crop by cropping it in certain ways, and then go ahead and select save. Make sure you don't keep any of your videos private, otherwise nobody can see it and it kind of defeats the purpose of advertising. You want to make sure you toggle this so you can customize the layout of your channel. That way you're able to post and select a trailer to entice new viewers to subscribe to your channel. So go ahead and toggle this to on. So when you get back to your home page for your channel, you're going to see for new visitors, it'll say select your channel trailer. Click on that, and a video that you've uploaded or that you will upload, go ahead and just upload that and select that for your channel trailer. And that way, if people are first-time visitors, they'll see that, so you can let visitors know like what the benefits are of subscribing to your channel. And you can keep adding in more and more sections like your latest uploads, your most viewed uploads, a certain playlist, and things like that here. So here's what the different sections look like. You can select like what content you want to select and how you want to display it, like your latest uploads, and put them in a horizontal row like that. Go ahead and hit done once you've finished that. You can go to your settings here in the left margin by going to your manager, content creator manager, by hitting your icon in the top right corner and selecting the content creator manager. Or you can hit on, when you go to your channel, you can hit video manager and it'll take you to this menu as well. And you just want to go through each one of these one by one, especially if this is your first time setting it up. So starting with status and features, you can click on each one of these, and there'll be like a question mark. You can click on it and it'll explain what each one of these sections are for. So you can monetize your videos. If you verify your account with a cell phone or other verification procedure, then you'll increase your chances that they'll allow you to upload videos that are longer than 15 minutes. So I have it enabled here. There's like live streaming, custom thumbnails, and there's like another row of these different sort of options you can go through. You can go to monetization, and you can add skippable ads, and that will allow people to show ads in the beginning before your video starts, and then they can skip it if they want. Or you can do like overlays, which was like this. I don't like these because they're kind of annoying and intrusive, so I just leave mine at skippable ads. You can select featured content. So you select featured content, it'll bring you to this menu, and I selected most recent upload so that at the end of your video, it'll pop up with a little banner icon that people can click on and see your next video, and it keeps people sticky to your channel so they're viewing more of your videos. It displays at the end of the video, and hit update. Then you can select branding in the left menu, choose a file with a transparent background, and it'll end up looking like a watermark right here on your videos, starting at 5 seconds. Or you can change that if you want. If you hit advanced, you can allow advertising, link your AdWords, enter your website, and just allow your channel to be advertised in other places. So let's talk about content creation. So you have an idea by just being a fan of what kind of stuff is out there. As far as like promotional stuff goes, you can promote your products and services, whether it's like a commercial or features or behind the scenes, explanations, whiteboard animations, testimonials. You can have like a video about the 10 most frequently asked questions in your industry, and you can answer that. You can do a live stream recording. You can even do a live stream on Facebook and then save it to your phone and upload it to YouTube later. It's great to have a conversational style with the audience. It gets them engaged. That tends to be the webcam presence that a lot of social media influencers use on YouTube. You can interview famous people on YouTube, or like real celebrities or industry celebrities, and that'll attract people that are like Googling their name or looking for their name on YouTube, or it'll be some cross promotion between those people and yourself. You can do announcements, contests, have some sort of awareness for some sort of cause, post courses to empower your audience, do a Q&A session. You can do some live streaming Q&A as well. It's great if you can have all your videos be consistent and cater to a specific niche that the audience is looking for. That way people are more likely to subscribe because they know that your new videos be something that they're interested in, rather than you keep switching it up and people may unsubscribe seeing videos that they are not interested in. Also, there's less competition if you go for a certain niche rather than just doing some random channel about everything. People prefer visual content versus reading, and so this might not be the ideal situation for YouTube where you're just like listing like a PowerPoint presentation like we're doing now. Like, my purpose is to get you to actionable steps simply and as fast as possible without wasting your time, and that's why I do it this way. But in YouTube, I will have like whiteboard animations, live webcam interviews, and live streams and Q&As and things that are more interactive, as well as sometimes PowerPoint short presentations as well, just because there's different kinds of personalities out there that are interested in learning about marketing, whether they are visual people or just like analytical people like I tend to be, that want to just get straight to the point. You can see what's trending on the different trending websites, like even like your Facebook wall will have different topics that are trending that you can speak about, and there's like different sites that will give you an indication about what is trending in the news and things of that sort. You can create a recurrent theme to grow your fan base. So like you could do all just about current news events and your opinion on them. There's a lot of channels out there about politics and religion, which I personally stay away from, but there is a niche out there that just thrives on that sort of controversy. You can do it on like comics, sports, like whatever interests you have, you can build a following around that now. No matter what kind of niche, however small and specific you think it is, because YouTube is global, you can find an audience and possibly even have much less competition being more niche. It's great to be adding value to people at all times, so always keep that in mind when you make these videos. It's more likely to be shared as well. You can explain a tough concept simply. That's especially true for things like physics. Like you'll see a lot of really technical physics and different sort of concepts around technical skills and theories that are explained very simply on YouTube in 5 to 10 minutes by experts, and those get a lot of traction. You can create a how-to video, like how to do something, especially if it's related to your product or service. You can also just explain how to do it, and then that will make you into like a guru of doing that. So if for people that don't want to do it themselves, they may call you for that service or product. You can explain to people how they can use your product or service, and so give them a reason to call you, explain the benefits. You can do a do-it-yourself. And just like in general, other things that are popular on YouTube that you've seen before, I'm sure, like unboxing, where they buy something, then they open it up. You can watch them open it up and go through the box and the specifications and take a look at the different angles of the product, so people can like have that sort of excitement shared with you. Or if they can't get it yet, they're excited, they want to see what it looks like, or try to decide if they want to buy it themselves or not. People do cartoons or whiteboard animations, music videos, music covers, impersonations, collaborations, cross promotions with other creators. These are all just like very common stuff on YouTube that people do to get a lot of traffic. So you can use these sort of techniques. If you just want to create a channel and try to monetize that, that's fine. Or you can try to think about how you can incorporate what people are doing and still have it be related to your business or industry to help you grow your customer base. You can integrate your product or service within a storyline, like a commercial, or if you can make it funny, that'd be even better. You may even go viral with that and just get free traffic from that. We mentioned before animation. Whiteboard animation is like where it looks like somebody's drawing a picture and there's like dictation or music over it. So it seems very difficult, but there's actually software out there that can do whiteboard animation for you. Just Google whiteboard animation. There's like even apps on your phone that are very cheap that you can do whiteboard animation on that as well. It's great to include like sound effects or background music within your videos. It's good to have, if you're going to do a professional video for your company, it's good to have good production quality. So you want to have the right video lights, a good sound, like you want to have mics, like Rode mics or like lavalier mics. And to get a sense of how you should approach YouTube, take a look at what your competitors are doing. See what's successful for them. See what gets the most hits, the most shares, the most comments, the most engagement, the most positive comments, and see if you can do something like that. Whether it's like a similar stylization, or whether they're doing something humorous, whether you want to do something funny as well. What kind of topics are they talking about? Can you give your insight on that topic as well? Oh, and most importantly, see what kind of thumbnail they're using. Is it like, do they have like some sort of beautiful model? Do they have a thumbnail with something eye-catching and just piques people's curiosity to click on it? Your thumbnail is probably one of the most important parts of getting the initial traffic to your video. And there's ways to customize that as well. You can pick a thumbnail from the video itself during the video editing, or you can actually upload a custom thumbnail with like a specific stock photography with an overlay of a giant heading that piques people's curiosity, like clickbait. People are doing spoof videos on YouTube, gags, pranks, workout tutorials. So that's great if you're in the health and wellness industry or supplements. You can do gaming guides and gameplay. Like now, even like consoles like PS4 can upload directly to YouTube and just tape what you're doing, your gameplay, and then just upload it live and stream it live as well. You can do educational videos, as we mentioned before, trending topics, or like what a lot of channels do is they go over current events and news, because a lot of people are Googling that and searching for that on YouTube and Google. You do a seminar, or if you're already doing a seminar, just go ahead and tape it and post it up on YouTube. Give tips or advice within your industry. So I'm not a lawyer, and this isn't legal advice. If you want legal advice, consult a lawyer. But just things to can keep it in the back of your mind when you're doing stuff is, there's a fair use clause that allows people to use certain things within your video. Like, it can include, just Google like fair use clause, you can read it yourself, but like sometimes people can criticize things in their video or do remixes. There's like Creative Commons or royalty-free content that you can get out there, so you can actually get like stock photos and stock videos that you can use in your video and possibly monetize as well. You want to avoid like using recordings from TV or DVD or concerts or music. Like, there's YouTubers out there that use copyrighted music without their permission or not their express written permission, and they are getting sued right now. So that's like the worst case scenario of getting sued. So just be careful out there. And for every video, or the videos that actually have a good purpose to it or a goal to it, you want to include your call to action to reach that goal. So you can end your video with a call to action. For example, you can offer something for free, like go to this specific website URL and have like a link at the bottom and within the description that they can click on by just typing http www.hourly.com and then in the description under the video, and that becomes a clickable link. And have it lead to a capture page, so it has like a sales copy to it and a place where they can opt in for something free. For example, like for the top 10 new ways to backlink, go to hourly.com/SEO, and then there'll be a capture there page there where people can opt in with their name and email and get those top 10 tips in like a PDF format or something. So you offer something for free at the end of your video about how to do SEO. People go to that opt-in page, and then you've added to your list, and so you can hit them up again with like your next video, your next blog post, or your next promotion that you're selling for a new product that you just released or something. It's good to be consistent, so it just depends on how much time you have. It's just like blogging or anything else on social media. Like, you can do it once a week, then just do it once a week. If you can do it once a day, then just do it once a day. The more consistent you can be, the better following you will build. And then, like I mentioned before, if you include a link, a URL within the description of the video, it'll become a clickable link. So you can type in like http://www.hourly.com, and I put that in the description. It'll become a clickable link under the video. And you can do like annotations. So you go to the video, you hover your mouse over the annotations link, and you can add links that pop up in the middle of your video, whether it links to like a playlist, other videos that you're mentioning. You can do like comment bubbles within your video. You can title things with those icons as well. There's a lot of ways, and YouTube is always adding more and more functionality where you can edit videos after you upload it to YouTube. So just play around with that. You can add a subscribe link in the middle of your video or at the end of your video as well through annotations, and we'll talk about how to do that. You can ask people to comment below on a certain topic that you just talked about. Ask them to suggest something in the comments about what you should talk about or do in your next video. Ask people to share this video with their friends or coworkers if they find value in it. And like I said before, ask people to subscribe to your channel at the end of your video, and you can use annotations to embed a subscribe link at the end of your video in your end card, which we'll talk about as well. So actually, we'll just talk about end cards right now. So an end card is, you've seen it before, at the very end of the video, all of a sudden it pops up with this like picture looking thing with some like small thumbnails of videos and places where people can either like click through to your playlist or other videos directly from the video screen, or they can click on the subscribe button. You can just go to Google, type in YouTube end card, and you can look at the different end cards that are out there within Google Images. You can go on Fiverr.com or go to like Upwork.com and hire a freelancer to make you an end card or an end card video. Then you attach to the end of your video before you upload it to YouTube, and then once you've uploaded it to YouTube, you go back and edit that video, and using annotations link, you add links to that end card on your video. So here's what I mean. So you're editing this video. Here are the different ways you can edit the video. You click on annotations and it comes up with these options that you can select from. You click on add annotation. This is my end card, the last 10 seconds of this video. And you select spotlight, which is this one. You leave this blank. You move this larger box here. You leave this bottom box blank over your subscribe button. You select subscribe here. Click on link. Oh, and make sure you select this drop down menu and select the one with the transparent background and the dotted red line, and that'll keep this border clear until they can hover over it. And the link, you're gonna type in the username of like your channel, which is like hourly or hourly show or whatever your channel name is or your account name is, and that way people will subscribe when they click on here. They're given the option to subscribe. And then the duration of the link is down here, so you want to hover over each side of these and you can drag it out for as long as you want. So right now it's dragged out here to the beginning of the video and dragged out up until 10 seconds. And so this link will be here for 10 seconds. And you can drag this back and forth across the timeline to match up with your end card. You can pick a thumbnail, custom thumbnail for each video. So like I said before, you go to the editing the video for like info and settings, and you can select from 3 different frames from the actual video itself, or you can click on this and upload a custom thumbnail. So the maximum file size is 2 megabytes. You can actually create like a really eye-popping, eye-catching thumbnail with like a stock photo or something that's really like piquing people's curiosity with a big heading that you posted over that photo with Photoshop to pique people's curiosity to link, like link bait, clickbait. So the thumbnail can be 1280 by 720 pixels. You can use like Photoshop, like I mentioned before, like this website pixlr.com/web. Videos tend to be up to 15 minutes in length unless you can verify your account and get verified to upload videos to more than 15 minutes in length. These are different file formats you can use to upload. YouTube uses progressive scanning. You can use a camera on your laptop, your smartphone. You can buy a camera for cheap on Amazon. Like there's so many different ways to produce video content now. There's really no barrier to entry. Lavalier mics are things that people clip on their shirts and plug into your phone. So especially if you're outdoors, it's good to have a lavalier mic just so like people can actually hear what you're saying. It's good to have a tripod because it's a little bit annoying when the camera is like shaking. You're gonna make people nauseous. And your video needs to be as long as it needs to be. So like, what's really annoying is like when people are like trying to explain how to do something that takes one step, like how to select a custom thumbnail, and their video is like 7 minutes long, even though I just explained it in like one slide that took 30 seconds. So they're taking something that takes 30 seconds to explain it and explaining it over 8 minutes, and like scrolling back and forth trying to figure out where it is where they actually explain how to do what they're saying they're going to explain how to do, and it's just like it looks like they're just kind of feeding their own ego, just bantering. I guess it gets hits and it works for some people, but technically I find it annoying, probably because I have a analytic personality. But if you try and explain some sort of the meaning of life or explaining the physics of gravity, and you need all 8 minutes to explain it instead of 2, then just take as much time as it needs to be, because I'm sure people would rather have the full explanation of gravity over 8 minutes rather than trying to cut it short in 2. So whatever it needs to be, just make it however long you want it to be, and just see how the audience responds. So SEO comes into this game as well, search engine optimization. So you want to do some keyword research when you're filling out the words around your video and even words that are being spoken in your video. So you can use the Google Keyword Planner, which we talk about in our SEO tutorial, just go to Google, type in Google Keyword Planner, log in through Gmail, and you have free access to that. And it'll give you the search terms that people are actually searching for. So when you pick your keyword phrases that you want to compete for and attack, you can include those keyword phrases within your title, which people will search for and click on, within the description, within the tags of your video, within the spoken word of the actual video itself, in case YouTube is doing speech recognition to make sure it actually matches up. And hopefully you will end up higher on YouTube, and potentially you can end up your video can end up in the Google search results as well. Get hits and referrals that way, since Google owns YouTube. You can turn this into a business as well. Like you can make money. So what happens is you do like a revenue share in the partners program, where like if you have a video that gets a lot of traffic, somebody clicks on the ad that pops up in your video or before your video, YouTube gets paid from that, and they'll give you a commission from that as well. And so you can add like a skippable video before the ad or a banner ad within the video. Just go to your left-hand menu, hit monetize. You can monetize your videos. You can select what type of ads you're open to. This is like an overlay where it adds that banner. So you can do a skippable video, a sponsored card, and you hit preview to see what those looks like. Decide whether you want to let that type of ad show up on your videos. And so it depends on your goal of that video, whether you just want to monetize it or whether you have some sort of specific goal that you're trying to push them to like a capture page, and maybe you don't want to add an ad because it might push people away from viewing your video. The more likes you have, the more views you have, the probably higher up in the YouTube search listing you'll show up. It's good to include some copywriting. So look at our copywriting video about how to do that. Make it tempting and entice people to want to look at your video by having a very well-written, convincing title for your video. And just see what other people are using for their titles that get a lot of hits too, and you may want to use the same title or a similar title as well. And just another reminder, make sure you have a call to action at the end of it to like, share, and or subscribe. You want to engage with people after you've uploaded your video, so you can respond and reply to comments. Unless people are trolling you, they may want to like delete that, or even you may want to shut down your comments if it gets too intense for you. You can create a Facebook group for your community and have people join that if they like your video. And it keeps people engaged, and you can post your new videos to that group as well and have people stay connected. You can include captions especially for people that are hearing impaired. Have links to other playlists of like similar videos so people can continue to look at more of your videos that they might be interested in. You can offer them value. Allow comments on your videos so people can feel more engaged. And you can advertise your videos too. So when you have blogs or websites, you can make your video, post it in your blog, and write your blog article under that. You can syndicate your video, at least a link to the video, to like Facebook walls, your Facebook groups, Facebook pages, to your Twitter, to different forums on the internet, to your blog, like we mentioned before, to your Google Plus page, etc. You can syndicate your playlist into all these places as well. You can even screen capture your video to a very interesting slide, or use your thumbnail and post it into Instagram with a link to your channel as well, or to that video. You can use Google AdWords to get paid views. You can have contests on your channel to entice people to subscribe or share. You can get ads from prominent bloggers to feature your videos and just pay them. Make sure to watermark your content so people know your brand, and allow people to embed your video in different places, so it's more likely if they want to blog about your video, then it'll be shared to all their readers as well. So it's a good idea to analyze to see what's working for you, what people are engaging with and sharing and liking and watching. So YouTube has a built-in analytics that you can just click on analysis and it'll show you your viewership and things of that sort. You can use like third-party tools like Sprout Social. So that wraps up our YouTube tutorial. If you have any questions, you can contact us at hourly.com.